welcome back. Joining me today are two incredible people from the St. Louis Public Schools, Jane Donahue and Dr. Kacy Seals. Thank you for joining me, ladies. Jane, let me start with you. You're actually with the St. Louis Public Schools Foundation, and you lend support to the St. Louis Public Schools. What does that support look like?
Sure. Well, thank you for having us today. And I like to say I have one of the best jobs around because St. Louis Public Schools Foundation gets to support the amazing students. There are about 23,000 students in the St. Louis Public Schools and educators of the St. Louis Public Schools. So we are a foundation that galvanizes private support from companies and from donors around the community to make sure that we can provide the best possible opportunities to our teachers, our principals, and our students.
Wow.
Since we did a reboot in about 2014, and since then we've raised $19 million that we've been able to support the St. Louis Public Schools with. And that's everything from making sure St. Louis Public Schools has a really good, strong, free, quality early childhood education program, college and career readiness services for our high schools, so college counselors, ACT prep, college visits. We want to make sure our kids have the best way to make post-secondary choices.
Sure, and I know one of the ways that you help is a way that you help Dr. Seals. Dr. Seals, talk about your connection with the foundation.
Well, first of all, I'm going to have to disagree with Jane. I have the best job in the city of St. Louis, in the entire city of St. Louis, being a principal at one of the best high schools in St. Louis, and I truly believe that we have the best high school. But the role that the foundation plays with our school is to help us with programs that might to retain teachers. So last year we received a grant, and the grant was to provide stipend and extra support for those teachers who had project ideas, but the goal was to help retain them so that they feel a part not only of the district but also of the school. So it was a complete effort to retain our teachers. So that's just one of many opportunities that the foundation has for us. And also I won Educator of the Year. Go ahead and clap.
I want Jane to talk about that.
Okay, good.
Jane.
Okay, so we all know that one of the ways to make schools great is to have great school leaders. And we just want to make sure they feel recognized by the whole community. So we work with another foundation from the public schools called the Parsons Blewett Foundation to hold the Educator of the Year ceremony every spring. It's very rigorous, very competitive, and educators are chosen as well as the best possible secondary school leader, elementary school leader, and Dr. Seals.
What's the criteria for this fabulous award?
You know what? It's tough. You have to. Principals have to do a lot, but they've got to show academic progress in their schools. They have to show great staff morale in their schools. They have to show great staff retention in their schools, and just Central Visual and Performing Arts does all that and more. And so it was an honor to award them, and it was an award that was provided by Enterprise Holdings. So it's the Enterprise Holdings Educator of the Year.
All right, Dr. Seals,
Yes.
what did that award mean to you? And you know what? I want to know what you did to get you there, because I'm going to guess, just from my brief conversation with you, you set out to claim that award for your school, your students, and your teachers.
Yeah, so I'm not new to winning awards, but this award meant a lot to me by being an Educator of the Year for the St. Louis Public School District. When you win outside awards, it's great, but for the district, when they know all of the intricate details that you might have to that you're challenged with every day, from like Jane talked about, from academics, having those standards of academics in place, and to having a culture and climate that's positive and conducive to learning and safe at the same time. So we have our challenges. I think having a great staff is key. Being able to, I'm definitely, I use the analogy of trigger puller. Let me explain that, because that doesn't sound too good, I know, but when things get tough, it's important to have a leader that can come and set the tone and set the stage. So I get right in the trenches with my teachers if I need to. I am on any given day surrogate mother, nurse, counselor. I try not to play those roles too often because it's not my specialty, but if I have to, I will. So I believe that no job is too good for the leader, and I believe in standing in the trenches with my teachers, and I think that's what I've done.
Okay, and I think that's what you've done too, and I want to dive into that a little bit more with you. We have to take a quick break, but when we come back, we're going to talk a little bit more about that. Stay with us at STL Live. We'll have more with Dr. Seals after this break.